Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It is March 2026, and a viral story in the news is NASA is launching their first moon mission since 1972, which means this year will be the 54th anniversary of that mission, and that's just been a theme this year. Things that happened in 1972 happening again in 2026, 54 years later, and we've covered the reason why. But not only is NASA doing a moon mission in April, a movie about the moonwalker is coming out, Michael Jackson. And I've taught this lesson many times before, and this is only going to further cement it. So, NASA, it is very much connected to these secret societies that are large and in charge in the nation's capital. Again, the House of the Temple, the Masonic headquarters in D.C., they have a shrine paying tribute to NASA, pointing out that nearly every single astronaut who's supposedly ever traveled to space has been a Freemason, a member of a secret society. And in the 1969 moon mission, they say they took the Scottish Rite flag and planted it on the moon. The Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. Now, if you look into the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, you'll learn the rites were written by Jesuit priests. And of course, Washington, D.C., well, it's where it is because of the Jesuits. The Jesuits moved the capital to Washington, D.C. So they're saying this moon mission is going to take off between April 1st and April 6th. So April Fool's Day, 4 astronauts. The 4th month, it's a reminder that in astrology, the moon is ruled by Cancer. The 4th sign and the astrological symbol for Cancer looks like 69. Of course, the moon landing was in the time of Cancer in the year 69. But this time we're going in the time of Aries, the 4th sign. Aries is ruled by Mars, right? And that's the next thing. That's the next frontier, from moon to Mars. But yeah, if they can't launch until April 6th, that is a Monday, the day of the week named after the moon. It's also the 96th day of the year. And of course, in Gematria, Kabbalah has this practice of coding numbers into words. Freemasonry is based in Kabbalah, but in Kabbalah, the practice of coding numbers into words is Gematria or Gematria. April 6th is the 96th day of the year. And just for the record, April 1st is the 91st day of the year. The Society of Jesus equals 91. That's the Jesuits, who are the fathers of Freemasonry. But 91 is the 13th triangular number, like the moon has a 13-month cycle. Anyhow, this pattern of 1972 and 54 years later. Again, if you're new here, there are 4 base ciphers of the English language. The alphabetic order, A is 1 up to Z is 26. The reverse alphabetic order, Z is 1 back to A is 26. In both orders with numerology applied. You can see how Jesuit order is 54 and 72. Big number pairing. A lot of rituals. And, you know, the 1972 mission, the 54th anniversary, will come later this year in December. If they do take off on April 1st, April Fool's Day, remember, they lost all the tech to get back to the moon, they've been telling us. That old technology, they just can't replicate it. It's one of the only technological feats of the past where we haven't improved on. We've just totally forgotten it. But anyway, from the anniversary of that mission ending, December 19th, to April Fool's Day is 103 days. And it's interesting how Artemis II equals 103, like Scottish, like Jesuits. And we supposedly took the Scottish Rite flag to the moon back in 69. And then later this month, the new Michael Jackson film. And remember, Michael, the moonwalker, he was born in 1958 like NASA. He was born 31 days after NASA, which is the 11th prime, and after the Apollo 11 moon mission, the first time there was a moonwalker, Neil Alden Armstrong, Michael Jackson turned 11 shortly after. And just think about that. The moonwalker turns 11 after Apollo 11 and the first official moonwalk. But yeah, look at this. From the release date of the Michael Jackson film until what would be his upcoming, if he were, well, Michael still might be alive. If anyone knows about Dave on Larry King, Mike might still be out there. He might even see the new Michael movie, and maybe they'll bring Dave on Anderson Cooper or something to give us the review. But anyway, he'd be 68 later this year. And keep in mind, the first moon mission was in 1968. That's where they orbited the moon for Christmas time and read from the book of Genesis. But yeah, the movie's going to release 127 days before his birthday anniversary, and Moonwalker's 127, like Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. If you run it in reverse, it also fits. Moonwalker's 143 in reverse, and so is Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. But let's go back to this old post about Michael Jackson's birthday and the moon mission. So, from Mike's birthday to the moon landing on July 20th, that was 325 days. Look, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, also 325. This is why you got to know the 4 base ciphers to see all the rituals. Moon is 57, like Scottish Rite. And yeah, from the moon landing to Michael Jackson's 11th birthday, 40 days, moonwalk 40. I mean, come on. You think this stuff's a coincidence? Now, the moonwalk from Michael Jackson, we know that one was real. The other one, that one's pretty questionable. And don't forget, July 20th, the 201st day of the year, the signature Jesuit number. The Jesuit order equals 201, like Order of Illuminati. The Illuminati is founded by the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt, who died in history 201 days after the anniversary of the Illuminati's establishment. Neil Alden Armstrong, also 201. I don't know why I didn't put the Jesuit order up here. I guess because I've done it a million times. But, just the moon landing, July 20th, 201st day of the year. And this is from a year ago. This Intuitive Machines attempted lunar lander. Intuitive Machines, they were attempting to land on the moon. Equals 201 and 84, just like the Jesuit order, like Neil Alden Armstrong. And you can see the total overlap with Intuitive Machines and Order of Illuminati. And the moon illuminated by the sun. Remember, heliocentrism equals 201. That's the model that was agreed to that says the sun's at the center of it all. Back in the 16th century, the century the Jesuits were established. But yeah, got to be some kind of hardcore coincidence there to think all this stuff's an accident. First moon mission in the month that Big Mike would turn 68. And here, in case you don't know about that 1968 moon mission, I know that's the one where they read from Genesis. Apollo 8. Don't forget, that reminds me, Michael Jackson died on George Orwell's birthday, who wrote 1984. Michael Jackson, the biggest star in 1984, set records for awards. Thriller music video came out. Just all kinds of accolades for MJ in 1984. He won 8 Grammys in 1984. Apollo 8 happened in 1968. And if Michael Jackson's out there somewhere, 1968 Apollo 8, he'd be 68. I'd like to think him and Prince are out there somewhere, the 1958 couple. I'd like to think they're out there watching my YouTube videos going, man, can't believe more people haven't caught on. I can't believe more people haven't caught on. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now, True Seeker. Yeah, they had to read from Genesis. They had to read from Genesis there. I know I've talked about this in the past. This was just in time for Christmas. Apollo 8 took 68 hours to travel to the moon. Come on, man. Wikipedia, you can never go with Wikipedia. Wikipedia just likes to make stuff up, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did report it like that. Apollo 8 took 68 hours. 1968. Time Magazine's Men of the Year. Don't forget, Time Magazine 201. 201. All right, True Seeker, we will leave it there for now. And until next time.